Welcome back, everybody. I'm certain we're going to play some more Halcyon 6. We left off, we just kind of did the first initial groundwork. I'm hoping to get into a lot more space combat and exploration in this episode. But right off the bat, I just want to say I did name 3 of our captains here after subscribers that have been pretty active lately. So as a special thank you, I did want to name them here. We got Lucy, Jess Keen, and then Elfine here for our scientists. So thank you guys. I kind of named them right off the bat just because my schedule had record the first 2 episodes together. So anyone who commented on the first episode saying, yeah, I really want to name, I do appreciate it. We'll get you in here. There's still plenty of things to name in here. We'll have other officers and ships and things of that nature. So don't fret, we'll get you in here. But I didn't want to have another episode without having anybody named. These people are very active, so a special thank you to them. I want to get them in there, but we'll get everybody in. We left off, we have 1 officer training. When they're done, we're going to probably re-establish our fleet and probably really go out exploring, looking for trouble. We have pirates over here we can fight, which I'd really like to do. But first, we just need to get these 2 to finish their tasks. Is there something that Jess could be doing for us? While we wait, I feel like there is. I'm kind of low on different things, though. Ugh. Now, we can afford some of these boosts. Let's go ahead and do one of them. We have... Let's double check the type of ships that we have. The Acolyte, the Rogue, and the Knight. Okay. Let's see if we can get a boost to another one of them. 10% damage, 5% speed, aim and evasion. Let's do this one. Requires a scientist. She is a scientist. He still has some time left on his stuff. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, he's not a scientist. You're a scientist. That would take 3 days for you. Well, then maybe she should do her own ship. I'm milling, but that's how that works. Which was a rogue? Oh, I don't remember. Yes, a rogue. So, let's see. We already have one of the rogue upgrades, I believe, but let's do the other one. I think that's more than fine. The extra damage and evasion is always nice. I like to get them on everybody anyways. It's just a matter of time. 2 days. Perfect. So the cruel are the evil alien monsters that invaded. Commander, cruel fleet that has harassing our remnant facilities have been detected emerging from the interdimensional portals in and around Federation space. Now that we have a full fleet, we should investigate these portals and attempt to shut them down. The longer we wait, the more cruel that will pour out of them. This is true. So over here, this little portal that I mentioned before they come out of, they will actually come out and just keep harassing and attacking things. We can go out there and shut it down. Eventually more open up. I don't believe they will continue to open up regardless. I think it waits until we attack this one before, but I'm not completely positive. Either way, that gives us the mission to go and attack it. We have plenty of things to attack. There's no shortage on things to attack, plus random things we'll find as we go out there. Alright, so we got our next officer. Let's take a look. What do we want another one of? I mean, ideally we would like a backup of each one. That said, we can't do that. Not yet, at least. Cloak, Suicide Run, and those all sound kind of dangerous. To be honest though, this person's probably going to be mostly engaged in ground combat as they clear rooms and things of that nature. So why don't we actually pick this guy? I like his ground combat abilities. I think they're actually pretty good. Plus they're not bad in space either. They're just kind of risky when you're new. And just don't have... I don't know. Like if you put a negative effect on yourself, then you're really hurting because you don't have a lot of leeway in your health. So I try not to do that. So with a level 4 person, which we don't have yet, we could get another officer. We could spend the time to improve learning habits, which I wouldn't really be against, though our engineer is not here. That's okay. We'll hold off for now. This would be a nice thing to have. The extra leveling would be nice, but for now, that's what we got. Elfine is ready for a level. Let's take a look at what he has. Unlocks the warp atomic structure, exploits hull reach, which I do like very much. That will probably be what we go with. Ground powers, delayed recovery. It heals. That's nice, I suppose. Shields are alright. I'm not super in love with them. And mass paranoia. Inflicts confusion on all. Does 8 to 14 damage. This is a ground power, but that's a pretty nice ground power. Plus it really ups your science, Alfiend. I like that idea a lot. As much as I really like this. I kind of want to give you the extra science. Not only will it help you do sciencey things. Increases your resistances. That's actually quite a jump in some resistances. What does this one do if we go down this way? Ground powers hazard zone all enemies. That is actually quite nice as well. Not to mention it increases your ship stat modifier. Oh yeah, we have to go with this one. As much as I want to get you extra science, let's go ahead and get you that. It works well with, I think, what Lucy has. Let's check the event queue. Somebody's coming our way, I see. The hangar has completed his task. 3 days on deploying the satellite. Let's show location. We are out of dark matter. Okay, never mind. I was going to do one more, but we'll hold off. This guy's coming by. We'll have a friendly conversation with him. Yabbling Freet. Whoa, nice station. Federation bigwigs never let us get this close before. But I suppose we'll be spending a lot more time here now that you are our primary contact with the Federation. What? Really? What do you mean? Well, following what looks like a devastation apocalyptic event on the Federation environs, which surely you've noticed, you are, according to our research, now the ranking Federation officer. What? Congratulations! I'm sure you've done something to earn it. I survived. Now I'm sure you've got some important Federation-ing thing to do. But we thought we'd come by and say hi. I'm not going to go into about how we're all dead. How polite of you. Anything for our Federation friends. I know we've had our differences, but now that your galactic presence has been reduced, I think we can start having more of an even-handed relationship. Speaking of, let's get down to business. Great job finding and securing this precursor alien station in the middle of this gas cloud. Our records suggest we did as many sweeps in this area at least 100 yabs before you did. But we didn't find anything like this. Still, intergalactic regulations say finders keepers, more or less. But let's stop tiptoeing around this. How much do you want for this station? What? Come on, name your price. Dark matter, materials, rare space, fauna. The starbase is definitely not for sale. Well, I don't think you're making a prudent choice here. Ancient superstructures never hold their value. You're looking at perfect time to sell, my friend. What do you even want for it? Yablings live in the swamps, don't they? Oh, we don't want to keep it. We'd most definitely try to flip it to someone else. Probably the Corazon. Okay, we're done here. Okay, well, we tried. I hope this whole resisting this oncoming extinction event thing works out for you. How very nice. But now that we've talked to them, we can see that they're down here. I'm not positive we can really like go to war with them, attack them, wipe out of space. I'm not sure what our options are. If you know, tell me. That'd be great. But I imagine at some point we'll find out one way or another. So 2 days we'll be done and we can reignite our fleet. And we'll start taking a look at these missions here. I'm pretty sure for the most part it's going out here and fight these pirates. This guy's coming to talk to us too. Oh, they're probably coming to attack us. And they are coming out to do something as well. There's no comparison. Hut is definitely the strongest candidate to replace the Admirax. Let me get this straight. You trust that mutant Tsar to continue the Admirax legislatively? So what if he's a little unstable? You weren't at Scorpius. You didn't see that maneuver he... If we're talking piloting skills, why not Willa then? To me it sounds like something is a little biased against the Tsar. Sounds like someone's a little biased against the Klar. Listen, say what you want about Yablings. You can't ever doubt their profit motive, right? Hey, I hear ya. Anyone except Zavak, right? That collective thing gives me the creeps. You said it. Alright, so they're coming out here, and they're going to basically be bombarding the station. You can see up here, this is what the fancy icons are for. They can pretty much destroy it once it gets down low, but we all have time. Where are you going, most importantly? You're going to this place to do something. So we'll have to fight you too, but not until our stations or our fleet's intact. So they're going to come here and bombard that. They're going to keep bombarding our station. That's fine. They're doing damage to us every turn. We're losing morale over it. I'm not too worried about it. I want to finish this first. We got our drone set up. Let's get you back together. We'll reunite everybody. Let's add our friends here. And let's have ourselves a real space battle. Should be pretty simple. I do want to set people up a little bit though. If we can. We should be able to. Okay. So you have hull breach, exploit panic, exploit engine down. Which one also? Exploit panic. You have a cooldown of 5 turns. I don't want a cooldown of 5 turns. Let's stick with that. As for you, you exploit vulnerable, inflict engines down. That's nice. Inflicts weapon disruption. Exploit sensors offline. Inflicts sabotage. Let's take this off, put you there. And we don't have it splitting. Exploits vulnerable, exploits vulnerable. Triple shot to all enemies. A 2-turn warm-up. Huh, interesting. Interesting. 1 turn cooldown, 2 turn cooldown. These all have a lot of cooldowns. But for the most part, I really like them. I think that'll be fine. We'll try it out. If we want to change something later, we can. Click sensors offline. We can exploit that. Exploits hull breach. Exploits this. Katara's hull is a healing ability, which I'm not super into. Sensors offline, hull breach. Let's go ahead and take this one for that one, and then we'll go back. And we don't need this anymore. We'll go ahead and do bullseye. I don't know if we're going to have vulnerable or not that we can expose, but we'll stick with that. And now I think everyone's compositions more or less work well off of each other. So let's engage. This will be an easy fight regardless. Even if I completely effed all those up, we'll still be alright. Okay, so what do we have here? You can always do invasive maneuvers, which kind of gives you an increase to dodge. I'm not exactly sure how much because I've never really done it. So we have 2 ways to inflict crew panic. See, I already screwed her up. Let's go ahead. Inflict crew panic. Crew panic's like a confusion. It decreases their evasion. Quite nice. So I thought I turned you off. I don't feel like these were set up quite right. Flex engines down. Just like before, it's a slow. Exploits engines down. Exploits crew panic. Well, let's do the engines down. This should wipe them off the map. Overkill! I don't think you get any bonuses for overkill, but it'd be really cool if you did. Go ahead and keep it simple. Just take another look at these. I'm rather positive this isn't what I set up. So, weapons disruption. One of the unit's abilities has been disrupted. Stat changes. Minimum damage and maximum damage have been decreased. Alright, finish them off. So in a very basic nutshell, that's space combat. But when we go and attack the other guys here real soon, it's going to be much harder. The aliens are much harder to defeat than space pirates. We also get 2 pieces of equipment, more drones to heal ourselves with, and a smoke expeller, which long explanation short, increases vulnerable resistance, gives you 2 evade, and gives you the ability to... You use it once and it gives you those things. Perhaps that's it. I've never used it, so I'm not completely sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what it does. And once you use it, it's gone, basically. We can go here, we can check out our equipment. There we go. There it is. Oh, we can scrap it too. That's actually kind of nice. Let's go ahead and look at our ship. I wouldn't mind putting some of these things on. Probably you, to be honest. Take the other drone. I ended up scrapping the smoke thing. I've never really used it. We'll put it on just in case, but for the most part, I'm not super... Evade 5. Let's see. Does it increase your evade? No, it doesn't. You have to use it to increase the evade. That's all well and good. And makes perfect sense. Let's head back. You fill up and send us fuel, so we're good on that. Let's go out here and see if we can save these people. Whoever it is he's attacking. So it'll bring us up to launch screen. The ships need healing, so we will have the option to heal them when we leave. Do you want to repair? Yes, of course. We'll go out there and fight them. Commander, we managed to lock onto the hailing frequency to the alien ship. Though our translation algorithm seems wholly unable to make any sense of their garbled language, if it's even what it is. So we have different options. This is them. On behalf of the citizens of the new Terran Federation, I demand immediate cessation of attacks on our territory. Grrr. You can try words you know. Grrr. Well, good luck with that. No matter what you choose, you pretty much end up fighting them. As far as I understand it, there's no way to actually peacefully negotiate with them. So, let's go ahead and... Let's see, I turned you off, so why are you here? Perhaps I don't understand how this works. It's my understanding that you shouldn't be here then. Unless you're always there anyways. I just was too dumb to realize. That's not what's going on here. I mean, I guess that's not the same ability as this one. Interesting. Perhaps I didn't screw it up. Oh well, let's kill some aliens. It's time for all this thinking and reading. How do I want to start off? We don't have any attacks yet that can focus everybody. Not until this one warms up a bit. So why don't we inflict some crew panic on this guy? He looks weak. See here, this area has the fluidic cloud. It's a system trait. Each area you go to will have a trait, and this one makes resistance to vulnerable increase for everybody. So no one can get applied vulnerable. So anything that has that, we won't bother. Like this one. Let's see. Why don't we inflict engines down on this guy? Do hull breach. Why don't we... Can we finish this guy off? There's a decent chance this will just straight kill him. Ah, so close. That's right. I think we can do it now, no problem. We use this ability because it doesn't have a cooldown. And already we have one less person to deal with. Alright. Can't do vulnerable. Let's disrupt. This dot does a pretty mean amount of damage. I think if we exploit this, this should kill him with little problem. Alright, so we can upload the virus, and we will do that even though we only have one person to attack. Having the decrease to aim, I think, will be a big help, even though apparently it was not there. Give it vulnerable, we can give it engines down. We can exploit that, but I don't want to do that yet. Let's just give it engines down. This guy's got a lot of health, we're going to have to work him down. That being said, we can't get vulnerable, which stinks, but let's do the salvage harpoon. I want him to have the hull breach, which is like a dot. If you look there, it does 41 to 65 damage, plus 44 times 3 rounds. Has been dotted. We can exploit it right off the bat. I don't want to. Let's go ahead and panic the crew instead. I want to line them up with as many debuffs as we can. We cannot be vulnerable. His turn is next, which stinks, but let's go ahead and exploit it. Well, that stinks. Didn't do much damage, but disrupted all our weapons. That's okay, though. I think we're going to be alright regardless. I wanted to exploit them, but that's fine. We can exploit the crew panic instead. And now our science officer. So Elfiend should be able to kill this thing off with Warp Atomic Structure 1. It's going to get rid of the dot, but I don't think it's going to matter. Alright, that's our first alien encounter. True alien scum, at least. We got a fair amount of resources from that, too. Right, the colony is safe once again, and we get a plus morale, which is good because we were a little low on morale from letting them kind of just, attack us. So we're here, we can transfer the fuel. Leave, and now they're part of our group. We have 2 fuel stations. Though, to be honest, we kind of need some dark matter and materials. So from here, first off, let's level up our people. We got 2 levels. Lucy here. We have 2 skill points this time, which is really nice. So we'll put 1 into inventor training. It's kind of his base class level up. It'll get him level 2 for his ground abilities, and some nice attribute bonuses, which will help him do other things quicker. Let's take a look at unstable combustibles. Unlocks the Ghost Pepper ground attack and improves ship speed by 10%. So the Ghost Pepper thing's not that great. Ship speed kind of is. Is there anything else that I was on the fence about? Improve ship damage by 5%. Improve damage versus science units by 15%. And I believe that's just a passive. I'm not super into the Ghost Pepper thing, even though I do want the increased ship speed. Let's go ahead and get the improved damage. 5% is not a tremendous amount, but sometimes it's all you need to finish something else. Okay, Jess. Let's do the same thing for you. I wanted to get you the improved things, not to mention really these. That'll make ground combat a lot safer for us. Targeting theory. You went last time with sniper systems, but you can't get precise artillery until you get this ability, scatter shot theory. It's fine. What does this do for us? It's a ground combat, 20 to 30 damage, single enemy, inflicts shocked and afflicted. That is actually pretty awesome. What does this do for you? Ship powers, fire at will. I'm not a fan of fire at will. And perhaps it's really great, but I don't like the chance of well detected decreases the minimal possible damage, but increases the maximum possible damage. Oh, I think I understand what's going on here better. It just gives you a much larger range, but it has a really good chance of making you vulnerable. Let's get it anyways, because I do want to get this, and we can give it a good try. And then we could always do this one too, which I guess is better. Yes, it is considerably better. Okay. Fair enough. Most importantly, we're stronger. Once we get people to level 4, though, we're going to be able to start doing more jobs around the ship. But that's fine. Let's not worry about that for now. For now, let's check out this place. There's a question mark there for some reason. Send our fleet there. One of them is hurting quite badly. I didn't catch what that said down there. We'll take the crew. Leave. You are quite in a bad spot. Perhaps we should just go back and repair. Yeah, why don't we do that? That seems like the best idea. And then we'll go and check out probably these 2 stars. What are our notifications down here exactly? We got promotion, I'm aware. Promotion, I'm aware. Reputation gained. What does that mean? New elite crew. Plus 2 damage. So this must be a buff that he gets if we do ground combat with him. It should show up on the list if we do ground combat. And we could technically replace one of our other people with him. I'm not really that excited about that. Federation survivors detected. Okay. So this should give us the option now to repair these ships, which is what we want. It's an unfortunate cost. Right, Commander. Lucy's reporting the dark matter extractor at Rosetta is in ruins. However, with enough crew, we could probably get it up and running again. Let's take a look at it. What's it going to cost? The crew isn't so much the problem as is how long it will take to do it. So it will take a lot more science, but the tactical and engineering people should get it done faster. But they're not high enough levels, so never mind. That's fine. Let's look at the other one. One of them should just have it going. Should be able just to discover them. Ah, these people are alive. Nice to hear from you, Commander. So it seems you're the only hope we have in holding back these creatures. If that's the case, then consider this facility to be under your command. What we have here, Commander, is a fully functioning dark matter extractor. While we wouldn't mind being extracted to your station, it sounds like dark matter might come in handy for you. Taking that into account, we'll stay here and keep extracting until you say the word. So obviously these people want to be rescued. They know it's dangerous out here. Too damn bad. We're taking your stuff. And let's see, are we able to do a drone? Because I wouldn't mind that. I have 2 more drones. I want to do one at a dark matter and one at a materials. And I think that will set us quite nicely. So, how long is it going to take? We can send a tactician or an engineer, and it'd be much faster. That says science for you. It's 4 days. But science is the longest. Perhaps I'm misunderstanding exactly how this works. Or maybe they just push out that much more science, but I thought that type would only have to do 45. That person would do 85. Like they have to fill it up 85's worth. Well, regardless, it says Elvin's the best man for the job. See, I'm pretty sure because this other scientist, this is an operative. Never mind, they're not a scientist. Yeah, because you do 66. You do 52. I'd expect you to get done super quickly. Right? Like, 1? I don't know. Perhaps I should look up to see how that really works. Or if you know, I wouldn't hate it if you tell me. That'd be great. Thank you. 47. Why 4 days then? This all is very confusing to me. Can I add another officer to it? No. Okay. That's fine. Do your thing. We'll see you in 4 days. It'll be quite nice. And maybe we'll go hunt down some pirates once we get this all set up. There's some fuel being delivered to the station. That is done. Do I want to look at another asteroid, or do I just want to go out here and attack these guys? Kind of feel like attacking people, to be honest. These two have a fair amount of health. This guy does not. He should be easy to take down. Yeah, let's go. Let's go pick a fight with him. That should be all well and good. Plus, fighting people are fun. Murder is always a good time, right? Sure. Uh-oh. Raider fleet is bombarding this system. Really? Well, let's have you go there then. I guess we'll just fight these guys instead. Or not. You're gonna fight this guy too. Not really sure why that happened. Perhaps I screwed it up. Either way, we'll make quick work of this guy. We'll do our usual. Except apparently we won't hit. It's alright, it is indeed just bad luck. So we could try this fire at will. So let's just get rid of this ability because we don't need that to inflict engines down. Let's go for it. Let's try it out. The engines are down. Nice. So that cooldown on his speed is a lot longer than, or the debuff I should say, than the fire at will. This looks like to be just 2 turns. But it does give him... Oh, I see, that's the buff. He's currently taunting. Some vulnerable. Damage resistance. Oh, jeez. That's alright, we'll be killing this guy soon. I'm not terribly worried about it. Let's give him hull breach. We can make use of the hull breach. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Let's hit this time. Confused him. Alright, what do we want to finish this guy off with? We hit bullseye, exploits vulnerable, has a 118% chance to hit. Fantastic. Done deal. Only took slight damage. And the battle has been won. Free resources! Taking back this guys. I got an achievement down there. I don't know what it does. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Whoa, 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 whoa. Have you been doing nothing this entire time? Oh man, I was supposed to be having you do things. Oh, I feel dumb. Forgot all about you. It's like they're not leveling up at all. Derp. Derpy derp. It's because you didn't have them do it. Alright, let's go attack him. I thought it was a plus sign above this ability. I think it's just a star in the background. Details. So we're a little beat up already, but I think we're in more than good enough shape to fight these guys. It looks like Halcyon is up first again. Let's go ahead and put a crew panic on somebody. I like that easier to hit thing, but I also just like doing more damage to him. Let's spread out the love a little bit. I'm thinking we'll be able to just... Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Should out murder somebody right off the bat, and indeed we can. Oh, except we couldn't hit him. Oh, jeez. They're nailing their shots on us. Go ahead and finish this guy off if we can. Might not do it. Ah, we evaded. He evaded, I should say. Terrible. Come on, hit him. Alright. There we go. Less attacks coming our way. He should dot to death. It's got 187 damage to take. So we can focus the other guy, as much as I like to just kind of finish him off. Let's blind him so he's not too much of a threat. You have something that exploits that. Should I let them do their turns blinded though? How much damage are you going to do? There's actually a good chance you don't just right off the bat finish him off. He's still hit. But then the dot damage kills him. Swimmingly well, I say. Got more equipment to salvage, which we'll probably just scrap to be honest. And some more stuff. Awesome. Some type of map. Bring your fleet back to starbase and we can decode it. Okay, well, that's where we're going. The map was retrieved from the pirates just before they were destroyed. It would seem they're en route to the Pulsar. Some kind of treasure hoarded in stolen dark matter. What's that one? It's likely guarded, but we could investigate and try to retrieve the dark matter for ourselves. Yeah, sure. We'll do that then. So we've retrieved some things. We've got a bunch of notifications. We completed an objective, hunt down the pirates. One fleet loyal to our Zeb. Okay. Nice. There's a nice boost of things as well. We were able to decode the pirate map, which gave us a position of the different pirate clans. It would be better to deal with them individually rather than having to handle them all at once. Well, that seems reasonable. This guy seems pretty strong. How about you? 800, 200? 800, 200? We could take him out. Shouldn't be too bad. Maybe that'll be our next focus if everything allows for it. I assume this means that you're full. I don't know what that's about. Oh, there's so many options. Either way, I think this is a good spot to end the episode. Let me know what you guys think of it. I'm really, really enjoying this. If you want to be... Oh, hold on. Before we... Well, hold on. We gotta level up Halcyon. What are we talking about? It's the time. Let's stick with that. And then here, applied subatomics unlocks hazard zone ground combat ability along with ship ground combat damage by 6%. That seems pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm totally down with that. Okay, now we're in the episode. Let me know what you guys are thinking of this. I'm having a lot of fun, I really am, and I'm excited to learn more about it. I feel a little lost. I feel like I'm stumbling around, but hopefully some of you are familiar with it too, and you give me some tips and pointers. But I am super enjoying this, so if you are too, do leave a like, and you haven't already, do subscribe as well. That means so much to me, it really does, and I hope to see you in the next episode tomorrow. Have a great day.